introducing our keynote speaker.
Good evening, everybody. Let me tell you right off the bat that our honorable guest speaker is absent, but he has recorded a message that we'll be playing after the introduction. But if he were here, I have to inform you that while he was a student on campus, I was privileged to be there at the same time. And so therefore, if you were here, I would have started the introduction by saying that this introduction is not a regular introduction. There are political as well as legal implications of the introduction. But our guest speaker is Councilor M. Oswald Cuaaa, Liberia's Minister of Justice and Attorney General. But more importantly, he is one of our own. He's a proud son of Cuaaa University, and how good and how sweet it is for one of our own to rise to one of the highest positions in the land. Councilor Cuaaa came to Cuaaa around 1980, and he finished his studies in 1982. That means, with a quick finger math, he did it in 3 years. In other words, the man was clever. Right? He graduated in 3 years, and then after that, he graduated with a degree in economics of BSc cum laude in 3 years. From there, he went to the Louis Arthur Grimes School of Law, graduated again with high honors magna cum laude, and then after that, he went to Harvard, where he earned a Master's of Law in Taxation. In 2016, our university honored him with a Doctor of Laws degree. So fellow alumni, we can proudly say tonight that we have one of our own, a Cuaaa alumnus who has gone from the classrooms of Stockholm to the highest levels of Liberia's legal and public service. But what makes Councilor Cuaa's story particularly impressive is not simply the degrees, which he clearly and studiously earned. It is his service. For more than 40 years, Councilor Cuaaa has practiced law in Liberia. He served as president of the Liberia National Bar Association, president of the Liberia Chamber of Commerce. He was a professor of law, and in numerous professional, judicial, charitable, and community organizations, he served with distinction. He even taught law at the University of Liberia on a pro bono basis. In other words, when he finished teaching at the end of the month, he said he would not charge the people. He was teaching for free. He has served the church, the United Methodist Church, the Rotary, many charitable organizations, and of course, our own Cuaaa. And today, he serves the Republic of Liberia, our Republic of Liberia, as Attorney General. But there is something else about his journey that I think is especially appropriate for this gathering this evening. He actually never forgot where he came from. He was born in Greenville, Sino County, and grew up in Newtown. He attended schools in and around Monrovia before returning to Sino, where he graduated as a valedictorian. He came to Cuaaa as a young man, received an education that has helped shape his life, and he spent several decades giving back to his profession and his service. That is what a Cuaaa education is supposed to be. It is not simply about getting a degree. It's about working hard and then giving back. It's about taking what you have learned, carrying it into the world, and using it to make a difference. And tonight, we have a very special opportunity to hear from someone who has done exactly that. So, fellow Cottingtonians, let us welcome a distinguished alumnus, a lawyer, a teacher, a public servant, a community leader, a Rotarian, a husband and a father, a man who has spent a lifetime in service to our country, Nigeria. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our guest speaker, Councilor Eddie Oswald Cuaaa.
Alumni Association of the Americas, and Fanny Obede, and members of the executive leadership, members of the Continental Alumni Association of the Americas Board of Direct Advisors, the chairman and members of the 2026 Reunion Committee, chairman and members of regional chapters, distinguished alumni, fellow Scorpions, friends of Cottington, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It was with great anticipation that I accepted your kind invitation to serve as keynote speaker at this reunion. I was looking forward to joining you all in person to share memories of Cottington with you all, reconnecting with fellow alumni, but the obligation of my position as the Minister of Justice demanded I stay home. This decision was not made lightly, as I fully appreciate the significance of this gathering and the honor you bestow upon me. We accept my sincere apologies for any inconvenience my actions has caused. I remain deeply committed to supporting the mission and vision of this organization and to fostering the enduring bond between alumni at home and abroad. I trust that the reunion has been a resounding success, that it was filled with meaningful dialogue, friendships were renewed, and the shared commitment to the advancement of Cottington was enhanced. Indeed, both as a proud alumnus of Cottington and as a Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Republic of Nigeria, to address you today as you gather in Raleigh, North Carolina. You are not just good friends, classmates, and colleagues. You are a reservoir of hope, intellect, and unmatched patriotism. You are individuals who carry the resilient spirit of Liberia in their hearts. No matter how many miles separated from home, it feels like just yesterday we were in the same lecture halls, sharing notes, sharing dreams, and studying together before exams. When I look back at my own journey, from completing my undergraduate degree on the beautiful campus in Cuaaa, to navigating the complex landscape of legal reforms and national security in Monrovia, I know that the foundation of who I am today was poured at Cottington. When graduating from Cottington, each of us looked forward to the future expecting vigor and zeal. Things in life have gone according to our plans and desires, but we can look back and proudly say that we have persevered. Cottington's mission is to educate the individual beyond their formal secondary education. Education gives each person the ability to improve the lives of those around them. Knowledge is power, and that power comes with the responsibility of using it for good. Cottington has provided us with not just incredible education, but experience and perspective we will carry with us our entire lives. Our university equipped us with the necessary tools to do well and good. It taught us to seek truth, to practice integrity, and to lead the life anchor in service. These same values that came from Cottington were also instilled in each and every alumni gathered in Raleigh today. We have the duty to ensure Cottington remains a steadfast bastion of education, development, and preparation for the next generation. The preamble of the Constitution of the organization states, we, the alumni of Cottington University, and who currently reside in the Americas, have come together in pursuit of greater unity as we serve as a force for positive change. Continue to apply the hard ideals due in us to our alma mater. Commit to the task of assisting with the overall growth and development of the university and the national community which it serves. Play a more dynamic role in planning and undertaking activities and programs for the benefit of present and future students of Cuaaa University. Unquote. Today, as we gather among this year's powerful team, rise up, reunite, recommit. We are called to bring those very values to the forefront of our shared mission. To understand what it means to rise up, we must first acknowledge where we stand. This organization has never been an association that simply meets to reminisce about the past. You are an association defined by action, impact, and tangible contributions. For decades, when our alma mater faced institutional, infrastructural, and economic challenges, this diaspora community chose to rise up. You did not look away. You sent funding, built resources, and created opportunities. A prime example of a collective power is your recent stride towards global health and community development. Just a few months ago, in May 2026, we celebrated the groundbreaking ceremony of the Cuaaa Agape Clinic. This clinic stands as a monumental testament to your love for the university and the surrounding community. It proves that even from across the Atlantic Ocean, your reach is direct, your impact is rare, and your love is unyielding. Rising up means continuing this legacy of ownership. It means looking at Cuaaa not just as a place where we receive our education, but as a living institution that we must actively sustain for the generations of young Liberians coming behind us. We are living a time that demands that we rise up. Our country is facing challenges that cannot be solved by politics alone. They require courage. They require integrity. They require leaders who are taught the halls of Cuaaa that truth matters more than convenience. To rise up means to refuse to be silent when injustice speaks loudly. It means to use our degrees not just to build careers, but to build the nation. We were training our Cuaaa to think critically. Now our country needs us to act courageously. For rising up is only the first step. To sustain momentum, we must reunite our passion, our focus, and our alignment with the current transformation taking place in our home Liberia. As the Attorney General, I want to give you a brief candid look into the reality of Liberia today. Under the leadership of President Joseph Numa Brega Sr., the government is pushing aggressively ahead with the arrest agenda for inclusive development. This agenda targets vital pillars: agriculture, roads, rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism. A specific mandate at the Ministry of Justice is the rule of law. We are fighting tirelessly to clean up our justice system, build institutional transparency, and restore public trust. We have made massive breakthroughs in national security, including launching extensive anti-drug operations to protect our youth from international trafficking syndicates. We are expanding infrastructural access to justice by dedicating centralized workspace complexes for our security and immigration enforcement agencies. We are working hard to professionalize our law enforcement bodies and upgrade our correctional system into a space focused on human rehabilitation and economic empowerment. However, the government cannot achieve a fair, prosperous, and secure Liberia alone. True, sustainable nation building requires a bridge between the state and its diaspora. We need your skills, your intellectual capital, and your professional expertise. I urge you tonight to reunite your intellectual curiosity of Liberia, follow our judicial reforms, track our economic policies, and look for systemic ways for your professional experiences in the Americas can be translated into progress on the ground. Let us reunite the frame of collective responsibility. For too long we have gone our separate ways. Different professions, different political views, different countries. Yet, we share the same foundation, the same crest, the same midnight debates in the dawns. To reunite as Lumina is not about nostalgia, it is about power. Imagine what happens when the doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, and entrepreneurs of this university decide to work on one problem together. We did not just graduate from the same university, we were forged by the same values. Let us reunite around those values again. This brings me to our final charge. Recommit. It is easy to feel disconnected when living abroad. It is easy to look at the challenges facing our homeland and feel a sense of fatigue. But the motto of our great institution reminds us that we are called to a higher standard of endurance. Our university gave us more than a diploma. It gave us a responsibility. And let us recommit to the country that raised us, and to the ideals like this university planted in us. I recommit today against justice, to fairness, to the rule of law, and to serving every citizen, not just the powerful, not just our friends. I ask you to recommit too. Recommit your talent to mentoring one student. Recommit your resources to one community project. Recommit your voice to speaking truth in rooms where it is uncomfortable. Specifically tonight, I ask every Scotland in Raleigh to recommit to 3 distinct goals. 1, recommit to institutional sustainability. Let us ensure that Agape Clinic moves swiftly from its groundbreaking phase to full completion of operation. Let us keep expanding the Continental University and Lumina Association of the Americas Endowment Funds to provide robust, long-term scholarships for brilliant students who cannot afford tuition. 2, recommit to modernization. Under the leadership of University President Dr. Rubel A. Horton, Cuaaa is actively striving to modernize its classrooms and embrace digital learning frameworks. I challenge this national body to champion technological initiatives. Recommit to that people's future. Do not give up on our country. Whether through advocacy, investing in local businesses, providing mentorship to young graduates, or returning home to serve, your homeland needs you. My fellow alumni, the bonds formed in Cuaaa are unbreakable. The pride we feel when we sing of our alma mater is unmatched. We need to take care of what we left behind to ensure the next generation can leave their impact on the world, influencing even more people than we have. The potential is there, and there is no reason we shouldn't nurture the seeds we have planted. The fundraising goal for this year's reunion is $100,000. The association dedicates these funds to supporting key initiatives that directly benefit students, faculty, and partner at large. Towards the fundraising endeavor, I pledge $2,000. And His Excellency President graciously pledge $10,000. Let us rise up to meet the challenges of our time. Let us rise up from comfort. Let us rise up for someone else to do it. Let us reignite our passion for education excellence and national development. Let us recommit our resources, our talents, and our hearts to capital and the Republic of Nigeria. Because it's not us, then who? If not now, then when? They not come this far to watch from a distance. Who are giving books, labs, lecturers, and chances. Now it's time to pay it forward. Again, thank you all for being ready. I'm terribly sorry I cannot be there in person. Well, just know I'm carrying on our vision to the best of my abilities in Nigeria. God bless you. God bless Cuaaa University, and may God bless the Republic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Attorney General, Dr. Oscar Minister Justice,